Hi everybody, happy Advent, and I hope you are enjoying it as much as you can during these very strange times. My name's David, I am the warden at RSPB Barons Hall, and it's my turn today to tell you a little bit about the kind of bird watching you can do over the winter months and during December. I was hoping to do this little film from my reserve at Barons Hall, but as with many of you, I am unfortunately not allowed to travel, so I have to do it from my back garden and my surrounding habitat, I suppose you would call it. So it's a little bit further away than Lanarkshire, but hopefully we'll still see some fantastic wildlife and give you a few tips on what you should be looking out for when you go bird watching during December. Okay, so if you're looking to do some bird watching during the winter, I cannot think of a better place to start than your garden if you're lucky enough to have one. Stick up a bird feeder, grab a pair of binoculars, or just sit at your window and have a look at you and see what you can see. One of the other real advantages of bird watching in your garden is this. Okay, so once you've got your cup of tea or coffee, it's time to start your bird watching. Now, you can see an amazing array of birds in your garden. I've been lucky enough to see a nuthatch in my garden last week, which is quite an unusual species. But even if you've just seen things like blackbirds and blue tits and great tits, it's really exciting and it's fantastic fun watching their kind of behaviour, especially during this time of year when we're all trying to collect enough food to survive through the winter. So it's a fantastic place to start, but I do realise that not everyone's lucky enough to have a garden. So even if you don't, you can maybe pop a little feeding box up on your window in your flat or apartment, or just get out and pop down to your local green space and see what you can spot, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So even just walking down your street can be a terrific place to look out for bird life. I'm just walking down the road near my house, surrounded by a house and things like that. But even here I've had magpies, I've seen blackbirds, I saw a blue tit just fly in front of me. There's all sorts of things right on your doorstep, so you don't really need to go that far to start seeing amazing bird life. So just walk out your front door and have a look at what's around. So I've just popped down to my local green space. This is Dollar Glen, and it's one of my favourite places to go bird watching during the winter. There's a lot of woodland around here, and one of the great things about being in a woodland during the winter is that there's not many leaves to block your view, so you've got a much better chance of actually seeing the birds if they're there. It's also a good idea to have a look around and see what kind of trees and plants are around, because that might give you an idea of what kind of birds you might see. For example, behind me I've got a hawthorn tree, and they obviously have their berries on them, which is a great place for seeing thrushes like blackbirds, mistle thrushes, song thrushes, or the winter thrushes that we get migrating over here during these months, such as redwings or fieldfares, or if you're very, very lucky, you might even see waxwings on these trees. So it's always a good idea to have a look at what's around you, and that might give you an idea of the kind of species you might see. So I chose to make this video today because it meant to be nice sunny weather. Forgot I was living in Scotland. Oh well. So I've just come right down into the woodland of Dollar Glen just to have a look at, see what I can spot. Now, one of the best things to do when you're trying to spot birds is to think about the habitat you're in. If you're in a woodland, you might see things like great tits, woodpeckers, blackbirds, or if you're by a fast flowing river, you might be looking out for things like dippers, grey wagtails, and if you're lucky, maybe even a grey heron. Okay, so you may be able to tell this is a different day from when I was doing my video yesterday, because I had to go and pick this little one up and I forgot. I was like, no, it's okay. So I hope you enjoyed coming and doing a bit of bird watching with me, and I really do hope you take a chance to get outside in nature over the next few weeks. Enjoy seeing the bird life that you can see and make the most of it. And if you've got any little ones around, maybe they want to come and do some bird watching with you as well. Aoife, do you see any birds? Do you see any birds, Aoife? No, she's not interested in one. Have a great Christmas, everybody, and I can't wait to see you for a much more fun and enjoyable 2021. Bye for now.